Hi everyone, welcome to Farsight's ET News, the news show that tells you what the extraterrestrials are up to starting in late December 2022. The ET news of what is going to happen, not what did happen. Time travelers, it took a long time for us here at Farsight to figure out that Earth is being run as a prison system. That reincarnation is simply a way to recycle people back into the prison, that the entire system is automated so that people get scooped up after their bodies die, then get electrocuted so that they lose their memories, and then get fed a lot of crap about having to learn new lessons by returning to Earth, even including fabricated scenes of meetings with AI elders who seem oh so caring in encouraging everyone to complete life's lesson by returning to live yet another in an unended series of lives on this planet.
So this is what's happening here. Subjects on the base surface, non-surface structures everywhere, and they seem to be hovering over the subjects that were originally on the base surface.
Friends, it really took a lot of effort to figure out that this was all a sham. And it was only possible because we did so many remote viewing projects that investigated so many unusual phenomena from our past, from how the pyramids were really built to who the ancient Greek and Roman gods really were, to lots of examples of unusual ruins on the planet that simply make no sense at all. Remote viewing was the key to unlocking the secrets that have been hidden from you for so long. It would not be possible to break free from this prison if it were not for remote viewing. Freedom comes from knowing the truth. The prison works on the basis of secrecy. Once the prison inmates know what is really going on, the prison authorities lose all control over the prison population.
And I'd say these subjects, I would feel comfortable around them. They're very calm, these non-human subjects, but they're also, something about them seems slightly rude, or they're very concise. I'm not sensing a lot of emotional capacity, I guess.
However, not everyone is going to easily accept remote viewing. Remember the biblical story of Jesus saying to Thomas, "Because you have seen me, you have believed me." Blessed are those who have not seen and have believed. Well, most of the people on this planet need to see stuff in order to believe something. And what they need to see is not simply remote viewing results. No matter how accurate those results are, and no matter how carefully the data were collected, nope. Most of the people on this planet need to see real physical stuff, like spaceships over cities. That is why so many people want the good ETs to simply have lots of mass sightings so that everyone can see them. As we have explained so often previously, that would trigger a military confrontation with the oppressive ETs who run the prison system. Moreover, the oppressive ETs have arrangements with significant elements of human militaries to keep the lid on the secrecy apparatus so that the good ETs who believe in free will would be doing their mass sightings within a total hostile environment. Human militaries would be opposed to it. The oppressive ETs would likely start shooting, and then the entire Earth system could be placed at risk. It is comparable to the situation in which no nation wants to use nuclear weapons first, because there can be no winner if a nuclear war happens. But then what are we to do? If 98% of the people require a mass sighting in order to believe that ETs are real, how are we going to do it if the mass sighting would trigger hostility and possible Armageddon? How can we possibly succeed? The very thing that we need to break the prison system apart is the very thing that will destroy everything. My time-traveling friends, we did not bring you this far just to let you discover that there is no hope. we can get our mass sightings. Yep. The very thing that I just told you would bring Armageddon is very much possible, but we are not going to do it the way you originally thought we would. We have a better way, one that no one can stop, and one that will not trigger Armageddon.
It seems like the itinerary, just to elaborate on that a little bit, the itinerary has to do with what this non-human subject will be doing with his time in this structure.
You see, what is required is that humans see ETs for real with their own eyes. But we can't have a situation in which the ETs force this on humanity, like just by showing up over major cities in huge numbers. But we can get the same effect if humans are taught how to see the ships and how to photograph the ships all by themselves. The ET spaceships are not really invisible. You just have to know how to see them and how to photograph them. Then millions of people around the world can go out and do it on their own. And this is a really cool part. No matter how good the photograph and no matter how truthful and trustworthy a person is, there will always be the debunkers who will trash the person and say that the photograph is just a Photoshop or fabrication. The debunkers work to support the bad guys, whether they are consciously aware of it or not. And there are lots of debunkers ready to pounce on anyone raising uncomfortable truths. But there is something we can do that the debunkers cannot handle. The debunkers can always trash a person or a photograph, but what they cannot trash is millions of people all doing and saying the exact same thing. We must continue to learn so that we can fight. This is a very important fight that has been going on for centuries, and it is now getting to the brink of things. It is now getting to the point where we have to act. So, what we're going to do is teach you how to see the ETs and how to photograph them. A bit of technology is involved, but nothing unsurmountable. But in the end, what you will get is not millions of people seeing the ETs in their spaceships in one place, but rather you will see millions of people seeing ETs and the spaceships all over the place, everywhere. All that is required of you is to know how to do it. Then you can do it. So that is what you want to start getting ready for. We plan on rolling this out March or April of 2023 in just a few months. We will explain everything, including the reason why it is so hard to capture ET ships with a camera. Fortunately, modern cameras can sort these issues out now, so human technology is ready for this. So we will have our mass sightings, just not all in one place. It'll be scattered around everywhere. The debunkers cannot do anything to debunk that. The answer to every debunker can be the same. If you don't believe it, go out and take your own photographs.
Their hair and their beard seems to be quite gray. Those are the colors I'm getting from both their hair on their head and their beard. Let's do a deep mind probe. Okay, and I'm going to do a light up procedure. The subject sees me, definitely, and they look shocked and stunned to see me. They're very surprised that I'm here.
And of course, we will tie this all back to what we do with remote viewing. The mass sightings will not be enough. Remote viewing will be the necessary link to help the humanity understand what has been happening on this planet and what they need to do to end the totalitarian oppression of the enslaving prison authorities. Freedom will be the result, and no one can stop this if we do it on our own. Be patient as we get everything ready. Only a few short months to go. Like, they're doing drive-bys through Earth. They are preparing for something very big. Meanwhile, continue to watch Farsight projects as you get ready. And as I've said in the past, that is another reason why you should watch our new series, Conversations with Harvey, on farsightprime.com. You get to see real-time telepathic communications with friendly free will ETs who are military powerful and who want to be allies to humanity, if we ask them. All recorded live. The more you watch it, the more you will become familiar with who these people are and how they think. So watch and learn along with us. Your freedom and the freedom of everyone on this planet depends on this.